Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly love reading for April 9th to the 15th of 2018. Alright, now this is going to provide you energies that you may be experiencing in your love life. These are general, so they may not resonate directly with your situation. For that, you would need a private or personal session. Alright, and you can visit the website Psychicloveheals.com. Alright, so let's see. I already shuffled off camera. For Taurus, this is going to be your love life. 10 card Capricorn spread. And Taurus will experience it. Okay. Theme: Six of Wands. This is victory, feeling good. This is where many of you have options in love. This is usually when you are with your romantic partner, or if you're not, this is other opportunities where people are kind of wanting to be around you, socializing, having a good time, feeling confident in some way. So there is some kind of victory. All right, and you do have this crossing you though. There could have been some obstacles with you and someone else, conflict, disputes, kind of taking a step back as you kind of address something so that you can move forward. So some of you may have been working on your confidence, all right, and maybe you're getting there, you're feeling better about yourself, but there could be issues with traveling or kind of moving forward to see you and another person. So kind of taking a step back, I feel, for some of you. Could be dealing with the Cancer as well, and while it's all happening, you could be dealing with another Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, and there could be issues with them financially, or issues with you when it comes to your work life. Slow movement, maybe your partner or you may be moving too slow or cautiously in a relationship, so some of you may be kind of weary about it, so you may be seeking other opportunities or doing other things or focusing on friendships that may be surrounding you in some way. So look out for something working out, but finances might be part of what's keeping you stuck and unmotivated. All right, the recent past was a lot of anxiety when it comes to how you're thinking about someone constantly in your head, where you can't get someone off your mind. It's, repeating patterns of what happened, what they might be doing, what they're up to, if you're making the right decision, what to do now, those kind of things. So obsessively thinking about certain things and not being able to relax your mind about someone or something. All right, now what could be is you maybe not addressing something emotionally. For some of you out there, kind of just holding back, maybe suppressing your emotions in some way. There's like this need to move forward, as we did talk about, charging forward, trying to find your courage or your confidence to move in a certain direction, but maybe some of you are kind of hesitant to step away from something that's not working. So it's like you feel like you want to step away, leave someone behind, but you may not really be able to do that. You may not feel that you should or that you really can right now. So you may feel like you're stuck in a bad situation that's not really working out for you. Other things are working out well, but something is not right. So some of you are either fearing change, you could be reluctant to change, being stubborn about it, or kind of restricting yourself in some way. Maybe a lot of you have a fear of some kind of a shift in circumstances, something new coming in, but you may be avoiding that, I feel, for a lot of you out there. So this is still the energy of kind of holding on to something, even though it's not moving forward, I feel, for some of you out there. So that's an event that's coming through, that energy of you fearing some kind of change or something kind of not working out for you in some way, for some of you out there. Now your response is, again, you're not communicating how you really feel. You're not stating your case. You're not, some of you could be dealing with someone where you're not being honest with them about how you feel, and you're not telling the truth. You're not being honest with yourself about what needs to change, those kind of things. And if you feel like your partner needs to make some shifts in when it comes to their money or finances, those kind of obligations, some of you might not be communicating that. So you are potentially kind of walking around or just not communicating with others, even though there's a lot of attention coming your way. You may not even want to speak to your potential love interests or your suitors or even your partner in some degree. All right, now how others are seeing you, or your romantic partner may be seeing you, friends, family, they may see that you're not really happy. All right, that you're not really taking care of yourself emotionally, that you may be dealing with other issues. It could be family issues, taking care of a mother, thinking about your children in some way. You may be an unhappy wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. You could be dealing with another Taurus for some of you out there, and you might not be pleased with that particular connection. You could be the one who's happy to stay with the connection, but the other person isn't, or the other person is happy to stay but you aren't. You know, those kind of things could be there. So there's some kind of emotional dependency that needs to kind of shift, you know, try to change that around, I feel. Now your partner, what they might be up to, they are potentially in a situation where they are not able to move on from someone else. Some of you might be in a situation where you two are not able to move on from each other, or you're waiting on someone else to kind of be freed from a certain connection, and they are still reluctant to make that shift, being able to move on in some way. So I feel this could work out in two different scenarios. So they may be stuck in reverse as well, having issues with making certain changes that's not really happening, that's not really healthy or beneficial for either of you. So there's some issues with both of you having with them, if you're waiting for someone else, and if you're waiting for your partner to kind of move on, they may be having issues with letting you go, you know. So that could be, some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio as well. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, which I feel for many of you still holding on to someone, holding back your emotions as well. Some of you are potentially maybe saving financially for better times, I feel, but this is kind of holding yourself back, being stuck, and maybe holding on to a past person or connection. All right, let's clarify the Four of Swords in reverse for Taurus. Clarify the Four of Swords in reverse for Taurus. Yes, and you got the King of Swords. Now this could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but I feel like a lot of you might be very tense about you doing other things. So maybe you feel like you had to sever a tie with somebody, and it's like you're saying that you have to move on. You feel like you need to do that, your boundaries, but you feel like if you do that, it's going to be over for good. You know, things are not going to work out, and you may have a fear about that, about not communicating. What if I never hear from this person again? What if I cut off the tie too early, and something else could have happened if I gave up on it with that particular person? That could be something that's going on for some. Others of you may be feeling like you are dealing with somebody that is very stressful, or that constantly lies, or that's not being truthful with you, and you're not sure what to think about that particular person. So, you know, keeping your boundaries and maybe making sure that you move away from the connection is something that needs to happen, I feel. Clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse for Taurus. Yes, some of you are still dealing with a past person. This is a connection that you have with someone from your past, that you're either wanting this person back, you're wanting this person, and you may not be communicating to them, or you're dealing with someone else that's still dealing with someone else from the past, and they're not telling you the truth, and you're not addressing it either. That's what I feel for some. And some of you might have kids with this person, children with this person. Something that's going on there, I feel, with the past for some of you this week. And let's clarify Death in reverse for your partner if you're dealing with somebody. Clarify Death in reverse. Have the Page of Wands, and this particular person still wants to, maybe they want to be friends, maybe they want to do other things, maybe they want to move on and kind of have their freedom and not make the connection a complete commitment right now. So some of you may be dealing with children again. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, a younger person, and they may not be ready for commitment because this is like a younger kind of energy. So I feel like they're wanting their freedom, and maybe they're not able to move on or commit to you in some way because they're focused on their children. Maybe the child affects the marriage or relationship with children in general. And clarify the Four of Pentacles for Taurus. Yep, you have the Hermit, and this is maybe dealing with another, maybe dealing with a Virgo or Pisces for some. But I feel here is there is some kind of connection that some of you are holding on to, maybe attached to. And it's when the Hermit is showing up, you have to ask yourself why. Why are these things happening? Why you feel this way, where you're holding on so tightly to something, why you're holding back, why you don't want to either open up to someone. That could be part of what's actually happening. This card kind of fell off the top. So finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life. That could be part of what you might be going through. But I'm going to pull out 2 more cards for you. That just fell off the top as I was picking it up. So for Taurus, for April 9th to the 15th, 2018. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And remember, the 6 of Wands is the central theme, or could be the central issues where you're not really enjoying yourself so much. Maybe you have the opportunity to enjoy yourself with others, people being around, your partner, but you might be having some doubts about you manifesting that person or detaching from someone else, and then kind of allowing them to kind of come to you by attracting that person into your life. So let's see. Energies for Taurus for April 9th to the 15th. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. For many of you who are in a relationship, but there is just an imbalance of give and take, where one person is doing much more than the other. There's some kind of dishonesty going on. For some of you, just may need some space with the connection. Maybe marriage counseling, relationship counseling, something like that could be going on. So that's what I feel right now. Some of you just might need some space with someone, or you're needing to move on from a particular relationship that's not working out for you and focus on other opportunities, with the 6 of Wands being there. So that's going to be your message for the week. I do hope that they did help you out. Lots of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I do wish you the best. And remember, you can go to the website if you would like a private or personal session. All right, have a good one.